Ah, dude. What are we going to do? What are we
Solder!
doing? Soldering! Yay! Alright. Today we've got another 8-bit computer. This is... Let's zoom into this. You want to zoom in, Sagan?
Yep.
Till you got that on the screen? Yeah, there you go. This is the CB2 Micro. I got this in the mailbag. Thank you very much, Cos, who sent this one in. And it uses an 80 mega. There you go. So all you AVR fanboys are getting all excited. And it uses a SCART connector, unfortunately. So I'm not going to be able to plug it directly in. Because we don't have SCART TVs here in Australia, do we, Sagan?
No.
No.
That's
and we've got an we've got an RS-232 up here.
Somewhere else in the world, that's a thing.
US
not here in Australia.
Not
not
here.
here.
USB, PS2 keyboard. I'm sure I could find a PS2 keyboard, although the lab is an awful mess, Einie. That's from Back to the Future. Remember that line from Back to the Future? Yeah. That's from the second one. Yeah, we've got a crystal, and then we've got resistors and diodes. Thankfully, they have put the values on there. So 100 nanofarads for the capacitor. They've put, yeah, that makes it a bit easier when you're assembling, like 470 ohm for the resistor and stuff like that. So the transistor type, the diode type, all sorts of things.
Everything.
Cool. All right, Sagan, let's do some soldering. So I'll show you the instructions here. These are actually very comprehensive. I'm very impressed. Check it out, the CB2 Micro. So this looks like a good beginner kit because it's got the schematic, which is nice. It's nicely laid out. Uses all that European stuff. Got our overlay there because we need that because we've got black solder mask. We can't see those traces, so that's handy.
I can. I don't know why you can't.
Oh, but you've got to get it in the right light. If you get it in the wrong light, you won't be able to see it. And look at this nice photo, dude.
Oh, wow.
That's a nice photo.
So detailed.
That's a nice assembly photo. Make sure you're on the right way. And then it's got like little check boxes. Look, have you soldered this? You can go check, check. I'm not sure if it gives you something at the end, but this is the order that you solder the things in. So you solder the crystals the first thing. Yeah, I probably.
Wow.
Yeah, crystal. Yeah, I'd say crystal's low profile because the resistors, wrong screen, the resistors are vertical like this. So the resistors don't fit
I just noticed
flat.
that.
If they sat flat
like
they do
here.
over here.
Zoom in.
There we go. If they sit flat like they do here, then I would solder all the resistors in first. But because they don't sit flat, then
solder in the crystals first.
the lower profile parts first. I was going to say solder the chip first, but I'd probably solder the chip second, and that's what they do. That's the order that they do. So they are doing, oh no, I would have put USB after that. So we might change the order there, but alright, Sagan, let's go. So we have our, let's bring up our Tagano cam. There we go, Tagano cam. Alright, so there's our crystal. Find our crystal in here. Got it. Alright. Crystals are not polarity sensitive, so it can go in either way, but you'll see it written on the top there. So if you put it under the microscope, you'll be able to see it written like that. So it's good practice to put it in that direction. So there you go, whack it in the holes. Okay, now lift the board up, push it down. You can have it flat. So what you do, you hold it like that and bend the pins out. So just slightly. Yeah, that's it. And there you go. So solder those two joints. Grab your iron. We've got it set for 370 degrees. And
Soldering wire.
Yep.
It's been like a year since I've done this.
Yeah, you haven't soldered in a long time. I'll hold the board for you.
Okay.
It'll go. There we go. Nice. And take it off. Beautiful joint. Do another one. It's really important to hold a board. So try and bring your solder in from the back side. Yeah, like that. Always bring the solder on the other side of the pad. Apply firm pressure. Now feeding your solder. Feeding your solder. There you go. Alrighty. Perfect, mate. Well done. Alright. Let's put it away. And we'll probably snip those off. Do I have snips here?
Snip, snip, snip.
I better have snips here.
We were not prepared for this.
No, we were not prepared because the lab is not set up. Oh my goodness, say
It's
again.
a total mess.
I don't
Yeah,
have...
he admits it. He admits
I
it.
admit it because it's not set up yet. Oh no, here they are. Here they
Yay!
are. I knew I did.
I wish we had the fail button.
Go in there like that. Okay, and then tilt it up a little bit at an angle like that so you're not
Tilt it?
cutting into the solder joint. Okay, and then snip it. So in, up at an angle, and snip. There we go. And tilt it the other way for that one. Yep. That's it.
Got it.
Yep. And when you're doing long leads like this, hold the other end of the lead, otherwise they do tend to flick off because they can go flying across. That's why, another reason why you're wearing goggles. The big chippy.
Chippy!
Now, what we got, you see how the leads come splayed out like that? They're at an angle. They're at an angle,
Yep.
like that. That means that they actually won't fit into the holes. So we need, Daddy will do this, okay? This is tricky. There's a lot of art in this. Bend it like that. And bend it just subtly like that. And it's probably like your hands probably aren't strong enough to do that yet. Big enough.
Mine is tiny.
Yeah. Now, where's our notch? We have to get the right way around. See our notch?
Yep.
And our notch?
Yep.
Do they line up? Yep.
Yes.
Because if we put it in the other way around, wah, 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 wah.
Imagine if we did that. I wish I brought the fail button. That'd be good.
Fail buttons at the other lab, the
Yeah.
messy lab,
I wish I brought it.
which we now call what, the junk room?
Yeah, the junk room.
There we go. So the good thing is the chip's just going to sit in there through force of those pins because they're still splayed out a little bit. Yeah? All
We
right.
still have to solder that.
Yep. There you go.
What a
That's a lot. Do you want me to use the PCB holders? They're magnetic. So they will hold
Oh,
the
yeah.
PCB. I think we used these last time for you.
Yeah. Yes. This would be much better, thanks.
No worries. The only problem with these is that they're up high. Okay? So, oh, there you go. How's
That's
that?
better.
Is that better? Let's start by coming in from the side. You see how we've got the long pad going in this direction? It means that we have a lot of pad to put our solder on. Okay? So let's go in here like this, and then whoop, boom, like that. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, give it a go. Feed in the solder. It's almost there. Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Next. That's it. Perfect. Next. Ah, he's got the hang of it. Yeah, it's hard to see with the light reflecting off, isn't it? Maybe, is that better?
Yes, please.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah? Auto exposure bow, there we go. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Yep. Ah,
It says 327 degrees.
that's the melting point.
I don't
But you need to
think
be a lot above that. So we've got it set to 370 today. Okay, and this is lead free. Like a pro, you are. Flying through that.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm putting a little bit too much on it.
perfect, mate.
Can you turn it around? Wait. Always seems to bend.
Yeah, it does bend a bit. You're flying, Sagan.
My hand's shaking a little bit.
Yeah, that happens because your arm is rested on the thing, but you're using these high PCB holders, which makes it harder. It's easier if the It's easier if the PCB holder is lower to the ground. So
Yeah. These are quite high.
yeah, you're doing great, mate.
Thanks.
Perfect. Ah,
Wonder what Huxley's up to.
I don't know, but
He's
this
not-
is what we're doing for the school holidays, mate.
Yep.
All right, well
My
done.
friend came over.
Clean your iron. Black solder masks are terrible.
I don't know why you can't see them.
Oh, there we go. So you got to
Oh,
get the
nice.
light at the right angle. See?
There we
Oh,
go.
that one
Oh,
there.
That's perfect. works.
That one there's got a little bit too much solder. That's all right. That's all right. That one's probably like these ones, you know, like absolutely perfect. We are using thicker solder though, so it's a bit harder. You can, if you use finer solder, you can control your solder more, but that's perfect amount of solder on those, Sagan. Good work. Awesome work, dude. Considering that how little soldering you do, fantastic. Tick.
What's next?
Oh, we got the capacitors. I reckon.
These little things.
No, I'm going against it. Against it. I reckon we solder the little USB connector.
Alright.
Oh, I'll put it down here. You can. There you go.
There we go.
He goes in there. So,
Wait a second.
I think, dude, you're going to need your finer solder for this.
Yep.
Oh, see, I would have done that first because it's just going to fall out. So someone's going to have to hold the bottom of that, like me. Here we go. Here's some finer solder. There we go. Yay, we got it. Okay, now that should hold it in place and do the other ones. So maybe like that. So go in for, there you go. Oh, they've put the large pads for you. You see how they've put those large pads that you can put your iron onto? That's nice. Yeah, right up against the pin and feed. You'll have to feed a lot in. Keep feeding, keep feeding, keep feeding, keep feeding. Keep feeding. You need to feed a lot of solder into this one. Keep feeding. There you go.
Yeah.
Yay, and do the other big one.
Totally covered.
Oh, keep feeding. Keep feeding that monster. There you go. That'll do.
Yeah.
Yay. Jeez, no, the lighting's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now, you've got to solder the other pins. Yeah, it's hard to see. The lights are reflecting. Yeah, sorry, mate. Is that easier to see?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? The lights, the Tagano microscope lights reflecting off the joint straight into his eyes. There you go. And, yep, that little one in there. Yep, perfect.
Got it.
Yep, hang on, flippy. Flippy. Perfect. Keep that iron for, I think you got him. Yeah, got him. Well done, Sagan. We've got lots of resistors and things.
So many resistors.
22 puff, Sagan.
Okay.
22 picofarads. Can you find 22s?
Oh, that's
Probably those smaller ones,
Yep.
I'd say.
2-2.
Yeah, is that 2? I can't see that.
Yep, that's 2-2.
Yep, 2 2s and 2 2. Ceramic capacitors are not polarity sensitive. They will be for our crystal. Oh no, 100 nano.